up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you guys are new here, hey guys, my name is Sabrina. So seeing as my princess series has been over for a little while now, I decided I wanted to start a new series on my channel, and this series is going to be my subscribers draw my makeup looks. So this was a trend on TikTok and I absolutely loved it, so I said why not do it for my channel. So I'm gonna post the picture here of the first makeup look I'm going to create. This is one of my good friends. She wanted me to do this look. So I figured I'll do it right now because it matches my nails, the red and the orange, so why not? So if this is the type of content that interests you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and please continue watching. So step one, as always, we got our best friend, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. I finished my other one, so I just bought a little baby one, even though I go through it quite a bit. Alright, so step one of this look is doing an orange color, and then we're going to gradient that into red. So I think I'm going to start with this pastel orange color. I'm going to go into this more neon color, and then I'll go into the red, so it kind of gives a softer effect instead of going pastel straight to red. So I'm going to take the pastel color on a small little brush like this, and I'm just going to start applying it near my lash line. So I'm going to take this color till halfway up my lid, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side to make sure that everything stays even. Alright, so now that we have this color as a base, I'm not going to go and use the same brush to switch colors today because I really want to keep each color with a distinct brush. So I'm going to go in with another small detailing brush. I'm going to grab this darker orange, and I'm going to apply that kind of a little bit on top to blend the line out, but then putting it towards the rest of the eyelid. So I'm not going to wing out my color today. I'm just going to keep it kind of more round shaped, and then you're just going to blend it up so that way you can blend it into the red afterwards. So now that we have this nice pigment going on, I'm going to go back in with the other brush and the pastel orange just to kind of kick it up a notch from what kind of disappeared with the other orange shade. And then last but not least, we're going to go in with the James Charles palette and use this kind of reddish orange shade because it does have that orange undertone. It'll blend in nicely with the vibrant orange. And I'm using this on a very fluffy crease brush because I don't want to bring it up too far and I want it to be well diffused into the bright orange. So now that the red is on there, we have this nice little ombre effect. I'm just going to go in very lightly with each shade and just touch up the colors. So this is what the colors do look like. I'm going to go in and take a little bit of black eyeshadow, place it as my eyeliner, and then I'm going to do my mascara and false lashes off camera, and I'll be back with you guys to do the rest of the skin. Alright, so now while the lashes are drying, I'm going to go and clean up this part here because I have a lot of the eye primer and I have some fallout because those shades do have quite a bit of fallout. So I'm just going to go in with some micellar water and some cotton pads, and I'm just going to take off all the excess of product that we do not need. And you want to be extremely careful when doing around the eye area because you can make it have like a super harsh line if you take away the product that doesn't need to be taken away, and then it's so hard to fix afterwards. Alright, so there we have it. I'm gonna go do my brows quickly. I'm just going to brush them out. I just got a new product today at Sephora that's new to me, but it's not new in the makeup industry. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Dip Brow, but the liquid. I got this in the shade dark brown, and I got the mini to try because my brows are just being a pain in the bum, but I don't feel like filling them in all that much. So there we have just a little bit of product on my brows to darken them up a little bit. So now the next thing is I have already moisturized my face. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And because it's kind of like sunset tones, I'm going to stick within the glowiness. So for my skin, I don't want anything matte. I want to keep it nice and glowy and healthy looking. So for foundation, my most luminous glowy one with a natural finish is the MAC Face and Body. I love this one. It's so lightweight, gives you a beautiful finish, not too much coverage. I don't like a lot of coverage, but to maximize the amount of coverage I can get, I go in with a brush for it. And because it is springtime and the sun is coming out, I like to wear more lightweight products now because my freckles do start showing a lot more when I'm getting a tan. So that will be coming out soon. And we always remember when we are applying our foundation, we do not go too close to the under eye because we want to keep that more for concealer. The more product buildup you put on your under eye, the more it's going to look cakey because it's a very thin area that is typically on the drier side. And you always want to make sure that you blend your foundation into your hairline so that way you don't have like white and foundation. Everything needs to be well blended and well matched. So there we have it. We're already having a super nice glow. Do you guys see that? This is why I love this foundation. It's just so beautiful. But if you do want something that has a little bit more coverage, my personal opinion is to go with like a natural finish full coverage foundation and put the MAC strobe cream underneath. I'll post a picture of what it looks like here. I go with the gold one, but the pink one is also super pretty, so it all depends on the type of reflect that you want. So that would be my next option, is to go with something full coverage but natural finish. If you're going to get one with a matte finish and you're going to put glowy underneath, it kind of contradicts. So natural finish with your glowy strobe cream, you'll have a full coverage but a very nice finish. So now for concealer, I go in with something a little bit more full coverage because I do have the dark circles that appear around my eyes. So I'm going to go in with the Shape Tape, but I'm not going to put too much, and I'm going to put a little bit here, a little bit the forehead, down the nose, Cupid's bow and chin. And when I'm blending this out, if I don't use my beauty blender, I go in stippling motions to avoid having any harsh lines from using a brush. So you're just stippling the product in, which means you're kind of pushing it into your skin, but very gently. So the reason why I put it here today is to give myself more of a lifted effect on the eyes. And it'll help just clean up the shape of the eye look that we just did. So I'm blending that back into just below my temple area. It just gives the appearance of having a facelift without actually going through the procedures of getting a facelift. So it just helps it look very bright. And I'm going to put powder right away because I know I crease all the time under my under eyes. So I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier and just set that right away. So I'm going to go back in with my Norvina palette. I forgot to tell you guys which palette I was using. It's the Mini Pro Pigment palette number 2 from Norvina. I'm going to go in with that first small detailing brush for the neon orange color. And I'm just going to connect that with the part that I do on top. Basically what I do is when I'm doing my shape, I bring it a little bit wider so that way I have an easier connection and it doesn't look weird. And then I'm going to go in with the lighter pastel orange and just bring that to like the middle part of my eye, and then we'll leave this part open. So now I'm quickly going to go and bronze up my face. For this one I'm using my butter bronzer as usual. I'm going to put something very warm tone to make it look and fit better with the makeup. The coconut smell of this bronzer and the weather today, it's like 15 here in Montreal. It is sunny, it is beautiful. I think everybody is happy now that winter is almost done. I went out for a walk today and I was like, oh, it's so good to be outside again. So there is the bronzer. For blush, I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Berry Amour, because I want to give myself a little bit of a glow, a little bit of shine, and this one has a little bit of glowiness into the formula. I'm just going to apply it here and blend it back into my bronzer, and then I'm going to bring this up just a little bit, and then I'm going to bring it across my nose, So for my highlight, I used my Fenty Beauty highlighter. I put that on the nose, on my cheekbones, the inner corner, the Cupid's bow, and it just gives like a really nice finish. And now for lips, I don't have anything that's even remotely close to the color that my friend wanted me to put. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my own color. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. This was something that was really big back a few years ago, but I still love this palette because you can do a lot of creations with it. I'm for sure going to use this color here because it has a very orangey undertone, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the rest, so I'm going to go create my colors and then I'll come back and I'll tell you guys officially what I did use because I gotta ponder on it a little bit. I want to see what I can create with this palette to kind of match within the eyeshadow. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. I'm also going to prep my lips using the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade CTRL. This is just a brown shade. I always overline my lips with a brown shade and then I go in with my lipstick afterwards. So this is the final color I created because the orange ended up being super flashy and I want something that was a little bit toned down. So in final, I used this shade right here. I mixed a little bit of this one, a little bit of yellow, and a little bit of this beigey pink color, and all that together gave me this result. So I'm gonna put it on, see what it looks like, and then I'm more than likely going to top it off with a gloss. So this is the final color, and honestly, it blends in so well with the look. So I'm just gonna top it off with a bit of gloss because y'all know I don't really like a matte finish. This is such a pretty color combination, oh my god. It's so nice. So I'm just gonna take off the rest of this mess with my micellar water. Alright, so now for the last step of this look is drawing the little emojis. So I'm going to use a white eyeliner and I'm going to draw it on my face. And then I'm gonna go and take a little bit of the same red eyeshadow from before, and I'm going to take a small little detailing brush and I'm gonna go over that white. So the reason why I use a white eyeliner for this part is because if you make a mistake, it's easier to erase, or you can use a beige one as well. So there's our little 100 emoji signs. So this is the final look that I have come up with. Again, here is the reference picture. So if you guys did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to be featured in one of my next upcoming videos within this series, all you have to do is draw me a makeup look and you can send it to either or of my Instagram accounts. I'll tag them here. And just send me a picture and say like, hey, I want to be one of your subscribers drawing your makeup, and I will for sure fit you into my schedule. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!